Hey everyone, the Wealthy Marketer here. It is Tuesday, November 24th, 2020, and this is vlog number 2. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is the 12 steps it takes to build a complete online presence. Through my agency, Grow with Search, which I've been running for about 5 years now, this has been my focus, working with my clients to help them build a complete online presence that they can then leverage to grow their business for the long term, and to acquire leads and customers from all the digital marketing channels that matter today. So over the past 5 years, this is basically a proven process that I've leveraged with my loyal client base to get them really good results. So I'll go through them one by one with you guys and just share a little bit of perspective on each point. And hopefully you find this valuable. Again, you can execute this stuff yourself. You could go ahead and do it yourself in-house, or you could hire an agency like Grow with Search to do it all for you. It's really up to you. I'm just here to share my perspective, let you guys know where I'm coming from as a marketer and how I could potentially help you. All right, so step 1. Building a conversion-focused website. So I wholeheartedly believe that the website should be the foundation of your online presence. You need to get that right, okay? So you want to build something that's been professionally designed, logically makes sense, showcases your company professionally, highlights your story, highlights the key products and services that you offer, has strong calls to action placed throughout, so that when people arrive at your website, they know what you're doing, they know how to find you, and they know that they can trust you for whatever you're offering, okay? So that's the first step. You gotta have a strong website that's been professionally developed. Next, you need to have engaging website content. So this is kind of twofold, so actually threefold. So the first thing is you wanna have sales copy, so high-level copy that's gonna attract your visitors' attention and hook them in and make them feel comfortable in working with you. That's the first thing. The next thing is you just want to have at least some content that gives the user some level of value or understanding of what you do, or giving them the information that they're looking for. And then the third piece is ensuring that your content is in long form, educational, and well written and deep, right? So you want to make sure that from one page to the next on your website, you have a good amount of content, like at least 500 to 1,000 words. So this keeps your audience engaged. It provides them good educational value. And most importantly, you're going to prove to Google that your website is a valuable resource and will help you rank better organically on the first page of Google for various keywords relevant to your business. Okay, number 3, website security. So you just want to make sure that your website is built on a secure platform. I recommend the latest WordPress technology, and then ensuring that your website is HTTPS secure with an SSL certificate, and ensuring that all your passwords, your web hosting, everything is set up in a way where your website will not get hacked. Okay? So once you have that kind of like those 3 things in place, you pretty much have a website that's ready to start receiving traffic, and ideally converting that traffic into leads and customers. Okay, so moving on. Next thing that we're going to want to do is search engine optimization. So SEO, on-page SEO. You want to go from one page to the next across your entire website, starting with at least 5 to 10 pages, and then scaling it out from there to more, okay? And you want to optimize each page on your website around keywords that are relevant to your business, combined with geographies that are relevant to your business. Especially if you're a local business, you're serving a local market, you want to blend both the keyword that's relevant to your service combined with the markets that are relevant to who you're serving. So In my case, I'm in Burnaby, BC, and I've optimized my website around Burnaby, Richmond, and Vancouver. So every single page on my website is targeting the service plus those 3 markets which I'm most closely connected to. Once you've optimized the website, okay, so just a couple more things about SEO. So you want to make sure that your title tags are well written and keyword rich. You want to make sure you have a unique meta description written in a way where people will engage with it when they see your search result in Google itself. You want to make sure your keywords are identified with in your H1 and your H2, and you want to have the keywords identified organically throughout the content, and then also in your site URLs, okay? So if you can just identify with your keywords in a very respectful way in all those areas, that's pretty much almost half the battle. Okay, moving on. Going off page, you need to start building links to your website. So there's a couple different things that you can do. The easiest is just to get your website submitted to business directories. There's a lot of services out there that will get your website and your company name, your address, and your website URL listed on their website. And if you can do about 50 of those, there are services where you can just submit your information once and they'll distribute it out to 50 websites. That will give you a citation footprint. It will ensure that Google finds your website, and then it will also kind of play a role when you open your Google My Business profile. It's going to sync up and prove to Google that you are where you say you are, and it's going to help you get found on your map listing. Okay? Once you have those citations in place, then you're going to want to link to industry associations. So anything that's relevant, any website that's relevant to your industry, okay? You want to get a link there, even if it means paying the annual fee, so on and so forth. These links can be very powerful. So this could be through the BBB, it could be through something specific, an association specific to your industry. It could be, there's those, the BBAs, things like that, okay? So you just want to associate yourself with reputable places and have your website linked and featured with them. That's going to give you a boost in your rankings as well. And the third thing is guest blog posting. You want to partner with a link builder. So there's people out there that have access to blog networks. They can publish your content on the blogs, okay? And good high quality blogs, and get a link pointing back to your site. And these guest blog posts work very, very well in providing your website some link juice, building up authority, and boosting your rankings in the process. So if you can get those 3 kind of things in the mix as far as link building, you'll be well on your way. And then the other piece is there is the truly organic way of doing it, and that's going out there. You have a product or a service or a company that's press-worthy. You can go out there, you can get the press, you can get people writing about you on the real news sites, and that's where the real magic happens. But again, not everybody can make that happen. Not everyone has enough of an exciting story or company or product service. But if you do, then your best bet is to go that way. Alternatively, you can do the other 3 things that I talked about. Okay, moving on. So now you kind of have your website in place, you have your organic game, your SEO and organic rankings game in place. You can now advertise on Google Ads, okay? One caveat, don't wait to advertise on Google Ads. Don't wait for your SEO or count on your SEO before going to Google Ads. Actually, in fact, once you have a solid website in place, you can start advertising on Google, okay? Google Ads is a very powerful platform. You definitely need to know how to use it and how to ensure that you don't waste money on the platform. It can be very expensive. You can make a lot of mistakes if you're doing Google Ads on your own. So you want to make sure that you do a lot of research and self-education, and even better, just hire an agency to build the campaign for you. Um, Agencies know their way around the Google Ads platform. They know how to act in your best interest, and they're going to be able to, assuming you find the right one, grow a search. We definitely know how to build a solid Google Ads campaign. Been doing it for 10 years. But get a solid Google Ads campaign set up, targeting keywords that you know represent your customer. The great thing about Google Ads is you're literally putting yourself in front of people that are actively searching for what you offer. So if you can have a good campaign that identifies with those people and attracts those people cost effectively, and then you're sending that traffic over to a website that tells your story, showcases your products and services professionally, and provides social proof that, hey, you're a solid supplier in this space, magical things can happen, and you're basically aligning yourself with customers that are actively in the market for what you offer today. Okay, moving on, remarketing. So this is also a part of both Google Ads and Facebook ads, but remarketing, a great opportunity has always existed with remarketing. And basically what you're doing is you're leveraging Google Ads advertising platform from a display standpoint, or you're leveraging Facebook ads platform to remarket to people that have already engaged with your brand or visited your website. And this can be done very cost effectively. You could have a budget of $10, $20 a day and literally be keeping your brand in front of people that have already engaged with you. So it's a great branding opportunity as they're going through the buying cycle. You are ultimately, what are you doing? You're keeping your brand in front of them as they're going through the buying cycle and letting them know that, hey, you're here, you're big. And then the other thing is you're getting a second chance to get past site visitors to come back to your site and convert into a lead or convert into a customer with a purchase. Okay, moving on. So now we're at number 8. Number 8 is Bing ads. So Bing ads, or Microsoft ads, basically are advertising on Microsoft search engine. And there's a lot of heavy Microsoft users out there, typically an older audience. But they are actually searching for things on Bing. And what you can do is you can take your successful Google Ads campaign, carry it over onto Bing, and literally just carbon copy, move it over, and have a small little budget to keep your business in front of those people that are actively doing their search engine queries on Microsoft ads /Bing. Definitely worth pursuing if you've kind of like exhausted your efforts with Google ads and perhaps have a solid campaign going with Facebook ads. Having Bing a part of the mix, it can be very complementary and ensures that you cover more of the market, especially if you want to dominate the market and get the most out of it. Moving on to number 9. So we have audience-focused Facebook ads campaign. Audience-focused Facebook ads campaigns, okay? Over the past 2 to 3 years, I've been doing a lot of work on Facebook ads, and it's a very powerful platform. So there are a lot of people out there that know this and they're using it, and there's a lot of people out there that haven't even scratched the surface with Facebook ads. So I definitely think it should be a part of the mix. If you were looking to build a complete online presence, you got to have Facebook ads in there. And the great thing about Facebook ads is you can literally target people by location and demographics, and you're really pushing yourself in front of, your ideal audience, and you're not waiting for them to search for what you're offering. You're going to them based on who they are. So there's a couple different things that you can do. I always recommend trying to do a lead ad campaign if you can make that work, because ultimately what's happening is you're running a campaign with an offer and you're having people fill out a form directly on the Facebook ads platform, and a lead is immediately happening before they even get sent to your website. So if you can make that work for your industry or your business, that would be a really good starting point. And then backing that up with a landing page view campaign. So having an audience with an ad that's then sending traffic over to your website. You can get clicks to your website very cost effectively through landing page views. And then third, I always recommend having a like campaign just to build up an audience on your Facebook page. You can get the likes pretty cheaply, and you can remarket to these people. thereafter. And then, as I had said before, using Facebook ads to retarget or remarket to your audience is definitely something that you should have a part of the mix, because again, you want that branding opportunity. You want to be able to stay in front of your audience for the long term. Okay, number 10, social media content. So this is a little bit tricky, but definitely a necessary evil. You need to be feeding content onto the main platforms on a consistent basis. So at a minimum, I would highly recommend publishing content to Instagram. That should be your focal point. Publishing, documenting your work, the things that you're doing on a day-to-day basis. You should be posting on a daily basis to your feed on Instagram, posting on a daily basis to your stories, and just documenting the things that you're doing in your day-to-day. Simple as that. Just letting people know that you're out there, showing them the amazing work that you're doing. This is the best practice for Instagram. And then posting supplementary content or reposting your Instagram content onto your Facebook page. Just might as well do it. You gotta let people know that you're active. The organic reach that you're gonna get out of these platforms won't be that strong, but it's a matter of when people are doing research, you want them to see you being active in these platforms. It makes a good first impression and helps to convert them into customers. I think that TikTok, there's also an opportunity there if you can make it work. Again, you have to play around with it and post regularly and work the muscle and get things going. YouTube, obviously, I'm starting to publish on YouTube on a daily basis. It's just a matter of like educating people, right? If you can find ways to create educational content or entertaining content and posting that on YouTube, definitely do it. But you gotta like look at all the platforms and figure out where you should be spending your time and organically what you should be doing. You can also hire agencies to post content for you. Again, I would consider that more like supplementary content, but it could still have an impact and they can still help you figure out the game. But yeah, just get active and invest the time and the effort and just keep people informed on what you're doing. Document the process. That's a key message that even Gary Vee has talked about as far as social media goes. Moving on to number 11, so email marketing. I'm having a lot of fun with email marketing right now. Obviously, old kind of like platform, old idea, but relevant today more than ever. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with email marketing. The main thing is just establish a list, start building a list, compile a list of all your existing customers and contacts, load that up into MailChimp and get a simple campaign going and keep your customers updated every month. Keep your customers and prospects updated every month with what you're up to, okay? And just go from there. People will respond to your email blasts, and it will be a driver for opportunity. So leverage it. Doing email marketing through MailChimp in its simplistic form, definitely worth starting there. If you want to get more sophisticated, I highly recommend ActiveCampaign because it allows for more marketing automation and nurturing your lists and segmenting your lists and doing other things such as SMS text messaging and things like that. So yeah, email marketing, you definitely need to make that a part of the mix. And then number 12, advanced analytics and conversion tracking. So obviously you want to have Google Analytics set up at an advanced level. You want to ensure that you're tracking your traffic through analytics. You want to make sure that your Google ads and your Facebook ads and all your different advertising accounts are synced up with analytics. You want to set up your goals so you're tracking the performance of your website. And then also next level would be call tracking and web form tracking through a platform such as CallRail, where you can actively track how many calls are coming in on a regular basis and then compile that data into Google Analytics so you can monitor your conversions and have a full understanding of how well all your campaigns are performing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's the 12 steps. I just kind of like ripped through all of them with you guys in about 20 minutes. I hope it's helpful. Definitely, if you do own a business, you should be doing all of these things, okay? Either be doing it yourself or hiring an agency to do it for you, or collaborating with an agency to get it done together. Follow through on these things and you will basically be creating a competitive advantage, because there's not many people out there going full out with digital marketing, believe it or not. I've been preaching this for years now, and only a select few people over the years have really identified with it and leveraged it and used it to their advantage, and it's definitely paid dividends. So if you're serious about building a complete online presence, if you're serious about growing your business, follow through on these 12 steps, and I can guarantee you that you'll be happy with results. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Cheers.